Folks, check it out. Today we are looking at the 01 EDC GameCube mechanical slider. So this one comes with this little maze on the front here, which is a fun little touch. They did this previously with one of the shells on the kind of standard 01 EDC slider, and it had a little maze and some push buttons on the side. I don't believe those buttons worked, but we'll look at buttons that do work on this one. So let's give it a listen. Cool. So just kind of folds up, or unfolds rather, to make a little, what looks like a little Game Boy kind of. This is the PC version, I believe. There is another one that is red, different material. So we've got this clear polycarbonate, and then just like a very vaguely translucent, kind of smoky gray or black color here. So this is an interesting one. I really didn't know what to expect here. I had seen this advertised and thought, well, that just looks like kind of a gimmicky little thing. But this design is actually kind of addictive. You have to learn how to hold it. So if you hold it so that that's pointing in towards your finger, it kind of follows the perfect radius of your thumb. So if you're sitting there with it and then you can't figure out how to get it back in or something, I don't know, that seems to be the most comfortable way to hold it there. Then you got those little buttons, and it just looks like everything is being kind of held in by these little corner magnets on both sides. And interestingly too, this track on the back is a different material. Feels very soft. I'm going to guess like a Delrin. So let's unscrew this. I'm just taking a guess here that that's how we're going to take it apart, because it's got these two little notches in it. And this will probably separate the two sides. Let's see here. Oh, wow, okay. That was unexpected. Why? Why is that that way? Wow, that's got me so nervous. These little tiny balls in here, are they just for like a little rattle noise? That's super curious. Whoa. So it looks like, yeah, there's a little kind of C-shaped ring in there that those are sitting in. So we'll set that back in there. Not touch that for a minute, but I am going to flip it over here and you can see that track. So, question is, how do you successfully pull one of those up? And I might actually need a magnet. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm going to guess that this is able to be changed out at some point. I don't think they're offering like specific tracks just for that yet, but I imagine they will. Ball and spring sit right down in there. Now, I do want to make sure, because we've got a bearing here that's larger than most bearings. So a wider diameter here. Give me a second, let me... All right. So that is with that out of there. Just wanted to make sure that there weren't more of those little tiny balls in there. Now, we've got a lot of holes going on here. One right here. But why the second one? How would that work? Oh, I just forgot about those tiny balls. Okay, we got those back in. I'm going to set that right there in the orientation that we want that in. Now this peg goes right back in that middle. And got it. So it's always following this ridge. So if you want a little more resistance, we could add a second ball and spring there. Which, let's try it. Why not? That's what you guys are here to see, isn't it? So we're going to do one stainless steel ball, and let's do one spring with that black silicone nitride on it. I just saw a spring to fall out. No, there it is. Okay, that's cool. It did come with some extras of those really little tiny balls. I'm just not sure what their absolute purpose is in the piece yet. And it might be that rattle, although the maze ball kind of already provides that. So let's see here. We're gonna get that pressed back in. And I believe it did come with a little tool. You can see that metal piece in there to thread this in, but it's pretty easy to do just with your fingernail. Ooh. I'm starting to think that maybe those little balls are a solution to this piece not coming unthreaded as you turn it. So it's kind of, you can see them in there rotating ever so slightly. So I'm wondering if this piece isn't just kind of gliding on top of those and keeping it from just slowly unthreading itself. This is a lot better than I expected. I really like this. This might cause me to seek out some more fidgets in this style, this kind of flip up rotational style. That's a lot of fun. Cool. Yeah, with the exception of these little guys, you just really need to be careful with those. Otherwise, very cool piece. And I'm excited to see if they come up with some different pieces of this that you could potentially swap out, maybe get some different colors going. Very cool. One more thing before we go, I realized I'd kind of thought that this little D-pad here is so small that it was probably just one little decompression metal couplet. But you look on the back here, you can actually see there is one for each of the directionals as you push it, so that's kind of neat. A little more detailed, one for each of those. Pretty cool. And the back just says 01 EDC VIP only. So this was a good surprise. There we go. Thanks, folks.